Hello everyone, welcome to Zero Build Labs. I am Surf, and today I am joined by Reaper. Today we're going to be giving you a complete guide on bunkers for Fortnite Zero Build, including all the weirdness and tricks, like this floating ramp, for example. Bunkers are an uncommon item. They spawn in stacks of 2 from chests and floor loot, and you can hold up to 4 in one inventory slot. So to use the bunkers, you throw them. You can hold right click to get a blueprint first, and then a single bunker looks like this. You've got tires on the 3 outsides, 2 doors, these railings on the top, and then a ramp to stand on or below. The ramp has 400 health. These walls each have 600 health. The floor has 400 health. These trims on the edge have 300 health, as well as on the top and the corners. And then the tires have 400 health. So if you're going to break a bunker, 4 hits to break the ramp, 5 to break the walls, 3 to break the trims. Pretty easy to destroy them. Especially if we've got 2 people. As you can see. So we've looked at what a single bunker looks like, but you're going to have at least 2 when you find bunkers. So there might be different ways you want to arrange them. So the first way is to just place one down and then spin around 180 degrees and get 2 bunkers. Now, sometimes it does destroy this ramp. This depends on the terrain and the orientation, but often you will still have both ramps. This creates like a fully boxed space, so when you're just in one bunker, obviously you can be shot from behind. But now I've got like a completely safe 2x1 space. The only weakness here is there's 4 doors to watch, and also 4 corners where someone could mantle in. The same ramp-to-ramp bunker also works when you've got these stack versions. So this is a stacked single, it's just got this extra lower section and the ramp. And then you can also do that on here by throwing onto this top wooden plank here. Now you've got the same thing, but it's a little higher up. And someone could potentially sit underneath, although they're not very safe. The advantage of this one is you can't mantle in as easily, but someone could still jump into the doors. Next up is side to side. So, also good for duos or squads. Throw 2 bunkers next to each other like this. You probably want to break these tires. Might be an inconvenience, but that's very fast. Now, obviously your back is exposed here, so this is good if the storm is close by, or if there's a cliff behind you and no one could be at the top, something like that. The advantage here is if someone's like down there and you keep peeking your head a little bit, it gives you more space to peek from. Especially if you destroy this middle wall. So say someone's down there, I can like peek, run to the side, peek. It's basically twice as unpredictable where you're going to peek from. Especially if they're far away and like can't see you at all or can't track your footsteps. So this is really good for a duo. Gives you lots of space to work with under the ramps as well. So yeah, there's some circumstances where this will just be better than the ramp to ramp, because you might need to more space and angles to peek from, and you're only looking in one direction. Right, so this next one is really safe, if that's what you need. So if I get a tall bunker like this, and then I come around and throw one here like this, up top, you've got the same sort of ramp in a box set up before, but now you've got a wall behind you, although it does have a door in, so you do have to be careful of that. And I've actually done this in the unsafe variant. So depending on how you do this, the door can end up either here or here. But when it's here, the person outside gets the right-hand peek. So what you want to do is, you see before I threw it with the entrance on my left, what you want to do is throw it with the entrance on the right. Then you come up here, and now I get the right-hand peek on this door, and not the person from the outside. So Reaper, if you come up this ramp, I can demonstrate that. See, I can watch with a right hand peek here, and then something like that. This setup also creates this extra space underground. Maybe you and a teammate can sit here with a right hand peek. One person right hand peek here. One person right hand peek behind this pole. So, let's talk about this basement section. When you just have a single bunker, you're not that safe, because there's two sides to watch from, and if a duo comes and pushes you, they can just run in both sides. You can't shoot both people, can't look at both people, and you don't really have an easy way out. I mean, in an endgame, you're trying to hide, maybe trying to be quiet. Might be worth just sitting here, hoping there's no one who's feeling like checking under here. Maybe you'll clutch up. But you do normally want to be on top. But if we come here to this double underground section, Reaper actually has an advantage here over me. Say I'm coming from over here, I see him. Half his head's behind this pole, I can't get a full headshot on him. So say I see him like here and then go to shoot. So I'm going to shoot, and I only hit for 78 in the head. Whereas Reaper can hit a full headshot on me with whatever he's got.
102.
102. So I'm not going to be able to 3-body him, even shooting at the head, but you could easily 2-headshot me. So, although this pole looks quite thin, it blocks half your head. Next up is the basement against the cliff. So, if you need to be safe, but you've only got one bunker, you can actually block one entrance by just submerging it under terrain. And now I can sit here with a pretty nice right-hand peek. There's a very thin angle where I can be shot from outside. So, next up is inside water. You can actually throw bunkers on water. Be pretty similar if you're on the ocean, something like this. And
if you're gonna be bush camp dad.
Yeah, if you're trying to be bush camp dad. And this is actually pretty safe. It gives you enough space to sit behind cover. And what you can also do is, if you really need to hide, you can get under the ramp if you do like a dive through the door. I'm gonna break these tires because they can be a bit of an issue. And then get under, close the door, and Reaper can show that I'm not really very visible here. And you don't create any footsteps either, any visuals, as long as you stay still. And to get out, you sometimes go back under the door, a bit tricky, or you can just break the ramp, and then be on your way. Right, so next up is, we discovered a way to fully box a teammate or yourself. So, if I throw down a stacked bunker, or one, as you know, creates these little spaces here, and this wall exists here, and this ramp exists here. So if I throw another one here, facing the other way, just the same setup, and now it's symmetrical, at least underneath. As you can see, Reaper is now fully boxed in.
Which gives amazing chances to heal.
Yes, gives you good amount of time to heal, good amount of time just to hide. You're very unlikely to be seen, especially if you... So guys, there is one other way to self-box. You've got to sprint side into this tile here, and then as you're doing that, throw the bunker here into the floor of this tile. The further round you get it, the more time you have to reach this thing. It's a tricky balance though. So it might look something like this. Got it. As you can see, guys, I've now self-boxed. I'm very safe. So, perhaps the best and simplest bunker arrangement is by throwing on this corner here, on either side, you can just stack up, gain height on your opponents for as many bunkers as you have. So in a squad, you might have 4 each. If you wanted to, you might be able to go up don't know, 8, 16 times. So this is 8 bunkers, and look how much of a height advantage this gives. You get shots on a lot of people if you see other fights going on. If it's a super stacked game in a tournament, you need Storm Surge. You just have to be careful about being shot out here. So if you hear yourself crumble, maybe slide all the way back down, or pull out your shockwaves or your fears, or anything that will cancel your fall damage. And you can also turn going up here as well, if that's what you wanted to do.
For this last bunker arrangement, you'll need 2 bunkers. First one's straight up, it's got to be stacked. What we're going to do is we're going to use this alcove here to create a nasty right-hand peak. So I come around to this right side, and then before, one of the previous arrangements we threw here, we just throw the tile forward. You can see on the preview, we've got this little corner here, pretty much not exposed. And we've got a little nasty jump shot right on the peak we can do. Now, if you're a builds player, you'll know this is called a peanut butter edit. It's very strong. All the pros use it. If you watch pro build players, they use this to kill their opponents without taking any damage at all. So we're going to show the alternate POV. So Reaper, if you go in there, I don't even see him. I know someone's in there. Maybe I can try and take some shots. If you do a jump shot, see how hard it is to hit him. Yeah. If you do a jump shot from the corner, he's only exposed for about a second at a time. I have to really time the shot well. I have to be watching and time it well.
The only possible way to win that kind of fight is to pre-fire perfectly.
Yeah, pretty much. You have a super massive advantage sat here. So yeah, that's it for bunker arrangements.
Next up, we've got peaks. Now, a lot of you may just think this is all there really is to peeking. There's a lot more you can do with the bunker. So you can shoot from up here, but one thing about it is you can also shoot through these gaps here. That'll keep you a little bit safe. If, let's say you're up on a cliff, someone's down on low ground. Shoot through there and there. Then you've got the doors. So you got a good angle here, a little bit of head cover thanks to this edge. Other sides are a little bit better because you've got this space to work with. There's also gaps with the doors, and you can shoot through these gaps. Same on the other side. Door gap there. Now you can use this door. If you're coming over it from the outside, you can then peek around this corner like this. But obviously you have to take a little bit of a risk there to open it from the outside. You can also peek this through here. And if you break this, you get a bit more to work with back here. You can also shoot through here, if someone happens to be sat underground. And these holes, see they're on both sides. They're not really useful on this side because you're poking out the left. But with the right hand peek, here they are, because your body's safe. Someone's over in the distance. And depending on what distance from the hole, you can get a lot of different angles. You can even look up with the top one. You know, come around here like this. And be very safe. From below, you've got a nice right-hand peak here. Oh well. From below, you've got a nice right-hand peak sat here. And then also a little bit of an angle on this side. Although, you're not safe if someone comes around here. There's also this weird gap in this floor tile. Tap your feet through the gap.
That hurts.
Most of the time that won't be that useful, but occasionally it might be. There's a couple other weird gaps, like this gap here, as well as this gap on this corner. It's a little bit more useful from this side. Maybe someone's over there, most of this bunker's destroyed. You want to get a nice safe angle on someone. It's got. So yeah, any gaps in the bunker between different pieces are probably actual collision gaps you can shoot through. So yeah, that's the extra peeks with bunkers you can do, rather than just, you know, poking your head up the top and dying. Alright, so say I want to key this bunker, I need a refresh maybe. I know someone's in it because they're facing up in the other direction. I can't jump up and mantle because it's too tall. It's a 2x1, so there's no like exposed empty walls. I mean, it could be on the side, but I can't see that. So the only way in is the doors, and that's not safe because then that gives the person in it the advantage. And if we're both 250 or nearabouts, I'm not likely to win that fight. So I have to get in via the top. So one way to do that is the banana or Zeus medallion, and then also the fizz and the dashes. So I'll show what that looks like now. And you can get the easy kill. Especially if they're facing the other direction, you can very easily get the first shot, and then you just have to not miss. Right, now let's see the same thing but with Flowberry Fizz. So if I pop some fizz. Easy. Get the first shot off, and then just don't choke, and you'll win every time. So, next up, let's say it's an endgame, you know someone's sat under the ramp in here, you need a refresh. They might be expecting you to come from the front, like this, and while you can get a right-hand peek here, what can catch people off guard is if I sprint up, slide, open the door, try and use the right-hand peek, you can very quickly get the kill. And then if they jump out the bunker to try and run away, they're probably going to be in the open. You can probably chase them, spray them down. So yeah, if I go under the bunker this time, under the ramp, maybe I'm watching out front, just to keep eyes, make sure I don't get shot. Maybe zone's closing over there. Oh! And I'm dead before I can even do anything. Very strong if people are distracted. So next section is some close range fights tactics. So Reaper's up in this bunker here. Say he wants to key me. I've got a visual on him. And he might randomly jump on me at some point. So yeah, I see him coming. I can use these doors. He got a good shot there from height. Now I can...
Yes, stop.
That's one tactic. Get out with the doors. Get under here. They chase you. They don't see you on this corner. Right. Let's say I'm sat under the ramp because there was a fight going on over there. I was just trying to chill in my spot. I know there's someone who's finished the fight and healed up, and now I know they might be the aggressor on me, come and attack me. How do I win this fight? So they're going to key me. They shockwave. I follow them, track them. I just need to keep moving. Don't want them to be able to follow my position. If you have them lose you.
Why? They're not really.
If you keep moving, you're more likely to win the fight than if you just stand still and take a random 50-50 shotgun headshot fight. So this last tactic is the power position. So this space right here, if you're getting keyed from the front, is really advantageous because you can jump shot on someone who's keying you, then immediately take cover under the ramp. You've got two exits on the doors if they try and chase you down here, or you can go back out if they go to the side. So I'm going to aggro Reaper, although I know I need to break these tires first. And I can reload, get ready to fight. He's going to be in the power position, he's going to get a good shot on me and then go to cover. So I'm going to jump. So yeah, he got the first shot off there. Now my movement was pretty good, so I evened the fight a little bit by keeping him a little bit lost. But you won't always be able to do that, and then if you can just get the first shot off, you can normally get the second and third off, and then win the fight. So let's show the alternate POV here. Yeah. There we go. Get a shot off as he jumps in. Get some good movement. Jump over his head. See, I hit the first shotgun shot there as he jumped on me because I was watching him, and then I was immediately ready to take cover so that he couldn't get his shot off, and then it was an easy kill. Another way you can key someone is using the burst. If you put laser on the burst, you see my reticle now. If I stand on the ground, it goes perfectly accurate when I shoot. Which means, unlike a shotgun or the Warforged AR, I can get really good damage while I'm still falling on them. So that's a good showcase of what you can do with the burst. So a lot of the time you'll see someone on a hill in a bunker, and then there'll be a car that they drove up to the hill, and they'll just leave it next to their bunker. But when they explode, they actually take out a large chunk of the bunker. So if I shoot this out, as you can see, it blows up. If someone's not even paying attention, you might deal 50 damage, and then you can often keep lasering, and then they're stuck out in the open. They might key you, but by this point you've normally got the damage advantage, and you can just play the fight as you might normally, and then you should get the kill. So here's an interesting tactic. You've probably not seen this, but it's something you can do. So normally if you're sat under the ramp, you can get shot through that gap from actually quite a wide range of angles, especially if you're in duos and there's one on each side. But this, not only does it block this angle, allowing you to sit under the ramp, and then you just have to watch the doors. Obviously, if someone starts shooting the car, you're going to have to leave, but these have 10,000, not 10,000, these have 1050 health, which means you've got enough time to get out. But if you try and key this, the person sat under can just hop in the car and hop out and appear there, and you're probably not going to expect that. And as you see, I didn't know when that was going to happen. They just appear.
So the first way to use Nitro Splash against a bunker is to just be hard to hit while you're moving. So if I pop the splash, and then you can get some crazy movement like this. See how much faster I go in the air when I'm moving back and forth like this. Much harder to hit than my opponent is. Since I'm controlling the tempo of the fight, this gives me the advantage as the aggressor. Which means I'm just way more likely to win the fight, even without any opening damage. So the second use for Nitro Splash is the knockback. So when I run into Reaper, it does 25 damage to the body, and then knocks him back. So because I'm running up a ramp, it's going to send him high, and then he's going to die to full damage. So something like this. And I don't take full damage because I've got splashes on. And that looked a little odd. So the last Nitro tactic is the structure damage. So if I've got the splash on and I've run into my own wall, you can see I do 300 structure damage. So let's say a fight's just finished over here, I can see the bunker's low. That means I know I can just run into it. I can catch someone by surprise, because maybe they're healing up or looping up. I'm about to get the Tyres. I had to jump on Reaper, I managed to get the kill there. So, if you want to key someone with the fists, you can get a great amount of height with them, so it's really good for keying someone on high ground. What I can do is just go up, maybe go behind them and then slam down, get the damage advantage. And then, because I hit them for 70 with fists, I had the damage advantage and I could kill in 3 shots very easily. Whereas normally if they're full, 250, you have to hit 2 pretty good headshots normally to kill in 3.
So this next category is offensive uses for bunkers, and now this is probably the most important category. This is going to take bunkers from just a defensive item to an aggressive item. So we've got 5 offensive uses for bunkers for you. So the first one is the door replace. Now as you know, the bunker has doors on the side. And if there's like a natural wall in a structure, you can replace that with a door. So if I hear there's someone in this room, in this building, I can create an opening, catch them off guard. They're going to think they're safe there because, you know, there's a full wall behind them. But if you spawn the door, you can open it on the right-hand peak, and then either just charge in and kill them, or sit here with the right-hand peak and get them. So yeah, we've actually just demonstrated the right-hand peak. So if I'm in the room, maybe I'm facing this way, watching the actual door. I hear something open, I'm like, what? And then Reaper can sit on the right-hand peak. Maybe I only hit a 74 headshot or something. One thing to note is you do want to do it with the wall on your left, because that creates the right-hand peak. If I show you now, I do it with the wall on my right, I don't get a right-hand peek on this door. The person in the room does. So, you don't want to give them the advantage. Like, that's just cancelling out what you're doing at that point. So make sure you spawn the bunker with the wall on your left, so you get this right-hand peek door here. So the second defensive use is the bunker bounce. This is good if you know someone's at the top of their bunker, maybe you're having a staring contest, you keep taking a little bit of shots at each other, they know you're low, they're trying to fire at you. What you can do is, if you put the bunker onto this wall here, the Tyres will knock them back. Then if you're really efficient, you can claim height, and then they can't get up without breaking the Tyres. So now you can sit on this advantage spot, and as they try and come back up, you can get a shot and then jump on them. So he did break the Tyres, and now he can run over it again. But that often gives you enough time to either get the kill or get the advantage or something. So yeah, there's no way over that with just regular movement. Now if they're smart, what they'll do is they'll come up onto the side and then over, but it's a little bit finicky to do. So, but if you do a well-timed sprint jump, you can get over as well. But that uses a lot of stamina, and then you won't really be able to get away.
Not only that, if you're adding pressure to me over here, my real only option is to go out.
Yeah, and then you're still on height with the advantage. So like, we're gonna heal up, and then we'll show you like a demo of this as an actual fight.
Alright.
So I'm waiting to see the Reapers at the top. See him at the top. I throw, I go. I claim height, he can't get up. I can get the advantage, and get a kill. So the third use is the wall collapse. So when you throw a bunker, you've got these little trim things here in the Tyres. This actually breaks this wall tile here. So if I hear Reaper in this building, he's going to expect anyone who comes to come through one of the actual entrances. If I'm just like here, I throw the bunker, he's facing the wrong way because he thinks he's safe from the back. I
didn't even have time to react.
Yeah, exactly. I can just get 2 shots on you and then you're dead. So our fourth offensive use is you can break bushes with bunkers. So let's say I'm rotating into zone. For whatever reason, I suspect someone is in the bush. Maybe I see them. Maybe I see visual. Perhaps I heard the fight and then see the loot on the ground. Maybe I want to take my own cover first. And then, if you like, throw the bunker off to the side, they're going to be ready to blazer them. And very likely, you'll catch them off guard and get the kill. If they do react in time to get away, unlucky. Maybe you can chase them. There's a lot of mobility in the game right now. But yeah. Right guys, so our fifth and final offensive use of bunkers. This is very similar to what we did before, where you could self-box with a vertical throw. So, if you remember, if I want to be like 22 meters away from the tile or something, maybe someone sat under the ramp healing. So Reaper, if you go under the ramp, they think they're safe, they think they're good. But what I can do is straight vertical throw, run up to them. It's going to land in this gap here, on this side, replace their bunker,
That is horrifying.
break their back, and then you can just get them. Very good if someone's edge zone, they think they're safe, they only have to watch one direction. They're not paying attention, you know, anything like that. Or if someone's just, if it's a stacked Victory Cup endgame, they're camping, you can do this from, you can even do it from your own bunker. So, if I come, like, here, you know, I'm safe, I'm behind cover. but I can do it. I can still do it. Then I can key them.
That is so scary. Sorry.
So we'll show you. The only time I'm going to do this in this video is a replay on that. Yeah, you're just dead. Shout out to Joel for showing us this one. So you guys will have seen us mantle throughout this video, but here's a complete guide. Just a regular bunker, you've got these corners on the front. And then also these edges here. You can mantle from inside like this, and get up top if you need. These tires block you from mantling up. So if I try and mantle up, you'll see it just bounces me back. But you can break the tires. Just 4 hits, and you can mantle up anywhere along this wall. If you've got a stacked bunker, so we'll come over here. Yeah, something like that. So you can't get enough height by default to reach the corners, but you can mantle up into the door. So open the door and mantle. You can do it in one move if you do it properly. So wait for some sprint to get back. There you go, and then you're straight in. You can also mantle up here on the ramp if you need to get up fast. Or you can like do some weird sprint jump round, like sprint jump like this and then come around. It's a little bit slower. A little bit less direct, but you can do that. So guys, as we just mentioned, the bunker does come with 3 rows of tires on it, but these tires are not just a defense, you can use them yourself. So say I need to move this way, maybe if I break this, 3 hits, you can get away from someone or jump on someone. Combine it with Fizz as well, you get extra far. Another way you can do it is just jumping around the side like this. Obviously the tree blocked me there. So we just do an open jump. Maybe you're in the bunker, someone's coming from this way, you need to rotate. They're probably not going to be able to follow you. You can get some distance on someone there, then obviously convert that into a slide and then keep jumping. So I made it all the way over here with 1 Fizz use and the tires, which is a good 100 meters. One thing to mention, guys, is you still take 4 damage from the tires. They don't cancel 4 damage. Now, we don't have...
So Reaper's going to demonstrate one extra tactic to us. He's going to demonstrate climbing mountains using bunkers, which is good in endgames if you've got no other mobility and no way around the mountain, and Storm is quickly on your tail. So
we got 2 different modes of doing this. You can either throw a bunker like that, and then a closer one that you can mantle onto, and then move up, and you've already got 3 tile lengths up. You can do another one like this, and you'll basically just want to do it as multi-directional as possible so that you can keep mantling up. Or you can do it another way, and this next version is utilizing shockwaves and bunkers. You can shock up, throw a bunker. Shock up, throw a bunker. This will usually land you into the flooring area of the bunker. And you move up a lot quicker than you move horizontal, letting you go up a lot faster.
Hello everybody, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and comment down below. We'll see you next time. This is the Reaper with Zero Build Labs.